Just an hour ago, U.S. passengers from that ship that was hit with the deadly Hantavirus outbreak arriving at the National Quarantine Center in Nebraska. As we learn, one tested positive while another is showing mild symptoms. And our next guest got the Hantavirus back in 2010. She was put on a ventilator. Her heart stopped 3 times while she was forced to relearn basic motor skills. That survivor, her name is Jennifer Benewiat. She joins us along with Dr. Marc Siegel, who is the author of Miracles Among Us. Dr. Siegel's here on set. And Jennifer, thank you so much for joining us. Jennifer, tell us your story. What did you go through about 16 years ago?
Well, I was at my father's house and we were having Christmas. And I lived about an hour away from where I was at that time currently. So we loaded everything up in my car and we headed back home to Wichita. And when I got home, I was really exhausted and I was running a fever. I could tell I was real hot. I got in the house and I just collapsed. I was so tired and exhausted. And then I have a lot of vomiting and nausea and muscle weakness and like cramping really bad. And then I went to my regular doctor's office, and at that appointment, they ran every test they could basically run. And the only test they didn't do was a lung x-ray. And they told me that if they would have done that, they would have been able to see that my lungs were filling with fluid at that time.
Wow. Wow. It's nothing that I had ever heard of. So I'm sure the doctors probably didn't know a lot about it. You had to learn basic motor skills. You had to learn how to walk again. And you still today live with daily muscle weakness and numbness and tingling in your extremities. But you're a mother, so we're so glad you survived that. Dr. Siegel joins us now. Dr. Siegel, the person here in America that has it and the person that is experiencing mild symptoms, are they going through the same thing that Jennifer did?
Well, they're not. First of all, Jennifer sounds like a hero because she completely recovered from all of this. Yeah. And you can have long-term brain fog and long-term troubles concentrating. She doesn't seem to have that. And she sounds like she had hantapulmonary syndrome, which is the worst part, where her lungs were filling up with fluid. The people now, I want to reassure the public about the people now. The WHO just told me that the passenger that was testing positive a week ago is probably negative. They can't say for sure because follow-up tests have been negative and this patient has no symptoms. That's the one that tested weekly positive. Other tests are negative. The other one that's having symptoms hasn't tested positive yet. Here's the point. They're all going to University of Nebraska Medical Center. You and I were talking about that place. I was there during COVID. They are phenomenal at not only isolating people, not only using their biocontainment unit, not only are they #1 in the country, but they'll also study both the patient and the virus. And they're going to answer a question that I have. Are we sure that this virus has not changed from previous strains?
Can you explain why a positive test and then a negative test?
Because it's a PCR test that can be what's called a false positive. We saw that during COVID as well, where you think weakly positive, very weakly positive, might have been from exposure, but not actually getting sick from it. I think that's what's going to be.
Okay. Jennifer, do you know how you contracted it?
We weren't completely positive. My health department in my town came to my work and they also came to my home to find out if there were any clues to it being at either of those locations. We think that I contracted it at a Christmas tree farm that was outside of town because I lived in a densely populated area. So they found that it was probably really unlikely that I would have gotten it in town.
What would you like people to know, Jennifer, that are watching? Because a lot of people are scared when they hear this, especially living through COVID.
Yeah, that is a big, I understand why they're scared completely. And I mean, this virus is so rare that it doesn't really spread the same way COVID did. So I don't think that people really need to be as worried about it as they would have been with COVID. But I mean, it is severe. It is serious. But I just don't think that it's as concerning as COVID would have been.
Jennifer, are you okay today? Are you completely okay today?
I I do have some brain fog, and I do have a lot of muscle weakness and tingling in my extremities. But for the most part, I am okay. I relearned everything. My motor functions are all back, so I'm pretty much okay.
And now you're a mom and you're alive. We're so thankful for that. Dr. Siegel, we shouldn't worry, right?
We should not worry
Okay.
about this. It has
Okay.
not changed,
Okay.
mainly in rodents.
All right. Thank you so much. God bless you both. Thank you.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.